Oh, there's the lighthouse. Hey, very nice. Cannon up here, and some wonderful views of the city. Welcome to Dan's on the Street. I'm Dan. I'm exploring the whole world, city by city, as seen through Google Maps and Google Street View. And today I am in South America, visiting the country of Ecuador for the first time, and specifically the city of Guayaquil. Sitting here, major port city, just a little bit inland here on the River Guayas. I'm excited to check this out. Really big city, about 2.7 million people. So lots to see. We're not going to see all of it. Let's start down here along the river, thereabouts, and start exploring. All right, we are on the ground. Some shops right away. Beautiful trees. What a nice day out today. Great sights here. Let's start cruising down these streets a little bit. Good number of people out and about enjoying the shopping and the nice weather. Very nice out. Yeah, a really large river there. It almost looked like we were on the ocean directly. Clearly some maybe hotels or nice apartments up here on the left. Definitely some high rises. Pretty good size buildings. I'm sure it'll be a mixture here. Some good high rises and I'm sure plenty of lower 3-4 story stuff. Busy with traffic, busy with people. Interesting. Yeah, I read that this is really the major port city for Ecuador. And I can't believe this is my first stop in Ecuador. I'll certainly be back, I'm sure. Oh, look at this old building here on the right. Wonder if that's, I guess, just a clock tower. Almost look like a lighthouse up there, but great old clock face on there. That's nice. Oh, I'd definitely love to go for just a long walk along that river. Traffic cop out, beautiful building here on the left. Look at this. Very nice. Great old style to that. So much to see here. We're really not going to be able to see too much of it, but as I said, we'll see a fair amount. The city is generally considered to have been founded back in 1538 by the Spanish conquerors under Francisco de Orellano. Let's pop up here. Now, of course, people were living in this city, in this part of the world, in this region, and that is going way back, centuries, millennia. Oh, this is nice down here. How pretty is this? Nice. Great views out of the water. Couples hanging out. Looks like some fountains here. Very nice. I was reading a little bit about Francisco de Orellano. I thought I'd heard that name before, perhaps in the past. Hey, this is nice. I always love a city puts its name out there. It's great for the Instagram age, Facebook. Get your picture in front of that. Like, what is it? Philadelphia has that. I guess it doesn't say Philadelphia. Classic sign, though, to get in front of. Many cities do. But that explorer, he's the first one known, to have explored the entire length of the Amazon River. Which, that's quite a claim to fame. Aside from the, I suppose no comment on what was done under the conquerors, but looks like they're going to build some new buildings here. Great look to those. Definitely a city that's growing, expanding, focused on the future. I was reading that it's really aiming to become more of a tourist destination. I'm sure there's some tourism here, obviously. Great location. Great sights. Here's a nice place. but it's working towards expanding that. Looks like an aquarium here on the right. Definitely the type of place I'd go in. I love aquariums, museums, all that stuff. Lovely view of this hillside here with these pastel colored buildings. Really nice. Road kind of curves. Oh, how pretty is that up there? Great views around. Looks like this feeds into a tunnel. Not sure if I want to go in here, but okay, you get it. Let's pop up. There we go. Yeah, definitely a hill up in there. Let's see if we can sort of orbit around. Oh yeah, you can. It's not fully 3D map there, but you can get a sense of that. I wonder if we could go up top here. Looks like there might be a old fort or a lookout. Oh, there's the lighthouse. Hey, very nice. Cannon up here. And some wonderful views of the city. Oh, that's really helpful. Can really get a sense of things here. Obviously, we came down the road there. There's the aquarium. Kind of speckled with high rises. And then out over to this, there's like an island right in the center of the river that's sort of clearly been set aside for preservation. Look at these cannons up here. Yeah, no wonder they saw a value in this place right at the kind of edge of the river, the mouth of the river, out to the Pacific. You can easily spot ships coming and going. Beautiful twisting tower here. Fantastic views up here, up top. Love it. Oh, certainly someplace I would come. I love these beautiful buildings all around up here. A few churches around. Obviously, this is lots of Roman Catholic churches here, predominantly. Lookout tower. Let's go through some of these streets up in here just to see what this hillside looks like at street level. Wow. Definitely some steep roads, but great character to all of it. And they get a beautiful view, of course, down to the river. I love that they just embrace this kind of pastel look. Everybody pick a color, pick a shade. You be yellow, I'll be blue, you be green. Do they coordinate that, or is it just kind of agreed upon? This district's gonna color itself that way? Either way, it's fantastic. Be fun to just drive through here. Very curvy. Mostly smaller vehicles up in here. There's a larger SUV. We're just really curving all around here. Bunch of pedestrians too. It's good sidewalks all the way up here. And things kind of level out down here. Bunch of motorcycles down here. Looks like people are selling stuff up here. Little shops, get some clothes, maybe some fresh fruit. Some food for sure. Oh, definitely. Definitely. Very busy here. Of course, 2.7 million people. That is large. Really good sized city. Interesting. I was reading more about its history. Back in 1687, the city was actually attacked by and looted by English and French pirates who were in the region at the time. And the city was like pretty well defended at the time too, so they put up a good fight. And both sides lost a lot of men. This looks like it might be a hospital or something, maybe a school. Can't quite tell. Nice to look to that old place. It's great, like just street level character around here. Just very lively. Bunch of people out and about. Looks Looks like plenty to do. Places to eat. All that kind of good stuff. Lots of balconies. Lots of air conditioning units, of course. Certainly gets hot down here. We're just kind of zooming all through here. I'm quite lost, although I suppose I have some general sense of where I am. Oh, here's a nice place here. Beautiful church. Very clean looking. And then a nice little plaza here with a fountain and statue. Looks like perhaps a city leader or religious figure. Pedro something. I can't quite catch that. Great scene there. Huh. Wonder if we can go inside this church. I was like getting inside churches if I can, just for fun. And any sort of religious place of significance. Whoa. I have never seen a more... Somebody totally bungled that upload there. Sorry about that. That's a first. I don't think I've ever seen one quite that bad. I should flag that for Google. A few motorcycles out. I'm kind of surprised actually at how mostly, looks like almost everybody is driving around here in four-door vehicles, etc. I don't know. I just expected more motorcycles and bicycles and so forth. But everyone's opting for larger vehicles, which, hey, I completely understand. It gets hot. It's nice having a vehicle with AC. I really want to get a bicycle. I tell you what, I've been thinking about it. Anyone have any experience with e-bikes? I've been looking at e-bikes. Electric bikes. They're so cool, but they do get pricey. Here's a soccer field up here. Let's drop inside. There's a few soccer teams that play here. Barcelona Sporting Club is one I read. If you're into football, soccer. Pretty good sized stadium here. Kind of low rise, but certainly could seat a good number of thousands. Federation de Porto. Okay, the Gaius. Looks like they have some track and field going on there. It's very dense all through here. Is this a pedestrian bridge here? Look at this little zigzag bridge. Oh, spectacular. This is so nice. Wow, what a great bridge. I'm really impressed with all the infrastructure here. Everything is really high quality. I feel like I don't know. I've just been very impressed with all of the infrastructure and amenities of the city. Even things like I noticed like the power lines all look really nice and I don't know, new, high quality. Things like that caught my eye. Just seems really well built and maintained. Very impressive place. Beautiful boulevard here with these trees along the center. Back in ancient times, well, during colonial times, I was reading that Guayaquil was the chief Spanish shipyard in the Pacific. So they had major shipbuilding going on here, which of course makes sense. There would have been huge, dense forests then at that time. Obviously, there's a fair amount of forest still today, but certainly less or further out, deeper in. It's impressive though to have set up shipbuilding all the way back then, that far away from Spain. That's just the amount of coordination that would have taken, I don't know. That would have been pretty complicated, I'm sure. But they were doing it. I'm not sure if they still build ships here, but certainly it's, again, a major port. We'll check out some of the ports in a bit just to get a sense of that. Car dealerships around here. Nice flowering tree there. All right, let's pop up again. Such a big place. It's abundantly clear we're not going to see too much of it. Great. Looks like dual Olympic swimming pools here. That's impressive. Let's keep moving a little west. Go along one of these streets. A little quieter further out from the main downtown area, it looks like, but still quite bustling. Plenty of shops, maybe a few of them closed. Could just be the day of the week we're looking at here. While I have your attention, if you'd like to support this channel in any way, please subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up. That doesn't cost anything, does it? And if you really want to support me, I do have a Patreon page. Check out the link below. It's $1, and I have a bunch of bonus tours there. Just recorded one last week. Try to put up 1 or 2 a month, so if you want some extra material, extra cities I've been to, think about subscribing. $1. I keep it low and accessible. But short of that, please subscribe. Great hills all through up in here. Like, love seeing all that. Man, epic tree here. Speaking of trees, yeah. The weather and just geography supports a tremendous amount of growth, forests, vegetation. Just zooming up this hillside here. Getting back into the deeper parts. Ooh, sorry about that. Of the city. Just keep cruising up some of these side roads if we can. Really well mapped here, right? Just go down like any street I want, it seems like. I don't want to push my luck here, but let's just keep cruising up this hillside. Another amazing view over of things. Another stadium there. Big bridge there. There's another one. There's a few bridges around. These winding hillsides. Quieter life up in these hills, I'm sure. New place going up here. Alright, let's pop up again. Oh yeah, look at that. DirecTV Stadium. Goodness. This must be where, Barcelona plays. BSC, there you can see it. Why not? Let's drop in the stadium. Get a few of things. Definitely a bigger stadium up here. Very impressive. Oh, it'd be great to catch a game here. Kind of bench style seating for most of it. And then there's some seats up there. Great stadium though. Huge. Very impressive. All right. Oh goodness, we're not going to see much. I am sorry about that. Just see bits and pieces all around, and certainly if you are intrigued by the city, read more about it or just go over to Google Maps and do what I'm doing. Check it out, explore more. Back to its history. So in 1820, October 9th, there was a civilian uprising in the city. And almost without bloodshed, I read, they completely overwhelmed the Spanish authorities and declared independence from Spain. And they were essentially, from what I was reading, basically successful. They were independent ever since. Now, things changed over time as they joined with other Ecuadorian cities and so forth, but Spain was successfully forced out all the way back in 1820. That's really impressive. Looks like a taxi off the right there. Bunch of birds. Look at that. It's crazy. Huh. Interesting building. Looks like a circus was set up there. Oh, it disappeared. Must have been just a temporary thing there. Although I see signage here for a circus. I think I saw that. Wonder if we can pop up and see that. Must just be a temporary thing. That was cool though. I saw it for a brief moment. Interesting. Let's see some more stuff. Let's cruise around. Let's go over by this campus it looked like over here. Industrial zone. Hey, there's a dog. Great trees here. What is that kind of tree with those pieces hanging down like that? That's pretty neat. Or is that decoration added? No. Oh, maybe it is added. I'm not quite sure. I thought that was natural, but then suddenly it looks like they were... It's gotta be natural. Maybe somebody decorated some of those pieces. I'm not sure. It looked like it was knotted. Huh. I read that Peru actually invaded this city in 1829 and briefly held the city, but they weren't really successful. And then they kind of all... Things were settling out during the mid-1800s. As I was saying, there was actually a battle of Guayaquil in 1860, which was like a local fight in part of the larger Ecuadorian Civil War. It was a struggle against the Ecuadorian forces and against like Peruvian-backed governments. And, well, there was a battle here. But Ecuador won out. Here's the airport. At least one of the airports. There might be another one. Let's go over on this bridge, just get a view of this wide, wide river. Very wide. Huge river. Just shows you the amount of rainfall that comes in this part of the world. I think that's that twisting tower we saw earlier. Nice bridge here, though. Very long. Alright, I got it. Got a little sense of that. Here's this island I was talking about. Isla Sante. I read they actually built 2 pedestrian bridges back in around 2013. Ooh, that river looks like it's really rushing right here. Very brown and choppy. Nice pedestrian bridge, though. I guess, again, I think they're clearly protecting this land, it seems to me. Although it looks like it had been developed. Look at that. It almost looks like... It might have been an airstrip here, actually. I wonder if this was used by the military at some point. Doesn't that look like an airstrip? Maybe. Not sure. But clearly they're keeping vehicles off it. I mean, that's why they're not even... Looks like there's no roads to it, maybe. Or maybe there's no roads on it. I'm not sure. Well... Alright, there's a few places. Okay. I don't know. But they obviously don't have any vehicular traffic to it here. Just bicycle and pedestrian. Nice bridge though. Be fun to just take a long walk over that. Great view of the city over here. Again, you can see some of the industry along the river there. Here's some ships docked. Looks like this might be oil, perhaps. Or something else. Not sure. Ships all along here. Interesting. And then look at all this farming here. Very geometric. I'm not sure if this is even farming or aquaculture. Might be like some sort of, fishing situation there. I'm not quite sure what that is. It's a lot of it though. Huh. All right. Let's check out the part of town down by there. Looks super busy. Or super dense, More great views. Smaller homes through here. Bus systems everywhere here. This is a lively street. People selling fresh fruit. Oh yes. Definitely buy some of that. Fresh bananas. There's a few bicycles there. Oh, definitely more bicycles in this part of town. Maybe it's just flatter over here, which allows for that. People just about everywhere. It's not like super densely trafficked with people, but just pretty much everywhere you go, you see people out and about. Some clothes shops there. Great truck there. That's fun. I like that back to that. Interesting. Yeah, the truck has seen better days, but hey, it's sitting there. Probably still turns on. I was reading more of its history. Back in 1922, there was actually a huge workers' strike in the city, which is interesting, and ended in tragedy with 300 strikers being killed by the police at the time. I'm not sure the specifics of how that went down, but completely, lost control of that situation, and boy, oh boy, 300, that's crazy. I've been reading a bit about Andrew Carnegie and some of the workers' strikes that were happening in the U.S., in Pittsburgh back in 1880s, 1890s. Very interesting, all the history of the workers' strikes. What a big place. We are really not going to see much of it again. I'll say that for the last time, I think. But hopefully getting a little taste of this place. I certainly have, I think. A little park here, a little playground. Not too much, but I'm sure kids enjoy it. Definitely a quieter part of town here. Small shops and homes all around. Just kind of cruising up some alleyways. Look at these birds taking off there. It's kind of epic. Furniture place here. It's a nice street. All right, maybe one more place. Major road going up there. I'm sure there's something awesome that would be great to see. I feel like this is such a big intersection here. We should go around it, right? Beautiful. A little park here in the center of this roundabout. Let's cruise around it a little bit. Little statue in the middle there. Looks like somebody's kind of gardening in there. Bus stop. I need to spend more time on this tour visiting some of these South American cities. I enjoy reading about its history. It's definitely like I have many like blank spots in my knowledge of world history. Many. And we all do. But I definitely need to read more and understand more about the history of these countries down in South America. I always learn something. And it's very helpful when you're reading stories about this part of the world and gives you context. And nothing gives you better context than exploring Google Maps. I tell you what. I think it's such a powerful tool. And it shrinks the world, and I don't want to say it brings us together, but there's something about being able to explore a city close up like this that eliminates some of the political garbage you might hear sometimes that generalizes a population or generalizes a city or country, calling them enemies or something. Not that people say that about Ecuador or something, but just generally, and I think it's great to be able to see it at street level, just picture life there, and I remember that these are people we're talking about. And that is why I am choosing to spend a lot of my time, let's be honest, a couple hours a week, just intentionally exploring the world. That's why I'm here. And I appreciate you following along. We're slowly going to see this whole world, I think. Slowly. It's going to take time, though. It's great, though. Just really, really cool to see a little piece of Ecuador. And thank you, Guayaquil, for showing off a little bit. If you live in Guayaquil and I miss some of your favorite places, which seems more than likely, let me know in the comments. I'll come back and check it out. So much. It's very interesting how clearly a bunch of land has obviously been set aside for preservation here, or maybe it's privately owned. But, look at the difference in population. Fully populated, no population. I don't know. It's very stark. Look at that. That's interesting. For now, though, I'm going to add to my map. And if there's another city you'd like me to visit, let me know in the comments as well. Slowly building up a list. Slowly working on that list. So many cities I got to visit. And, again, we'll get there. For now, though, this is on my map. There it is. And I'll try to get back to some other cities here in Ecuador at some point. That was a fun welcome, though. Very good. And if you enjoyed this, check out some of my other tours. All these blue dots, these blue pins represent places I've been all around the world. Slowly filling this up. Till next time.